Hello, class. So, quick disclaimer. Commemorative speeches are always pretty difficult, and I'm a very emotional person, so I might get a little emotional while I say this speech, but here's my commemorative speech. To start things off, I want to ask a question. How many of you had pets growing up? I'm pretty sure a lot of us had or have pets when we were growing up, and they were definitely excited to see you when you got home from school. At least mine was. That was me. I today am here to commemorate the passing of my 13-year-old black lab, Kibo, who unfortunately passed away from cancer last summer. Now, if you've had a dog, you definitely know that 100% they are a man's best friend. That's why I am here to commemorate my best friend, Kibo. The passing of an animal is never easy because they truly are part of the family. Before living in Texas, my family and I lived in Connecticut, which ironically is where they live now. I'm in Connecticut right now as we speak. My twin and I were 5 years old when my mom told us we were getting a dog. My dad was not a big fan. We had to convince him for weeks. Um, we got Kibo from a breeder in Massachusetts when she was just 6 weeks old. I instantly fell in love. I loved how I could watch her grow in size as well as she could watch me grow up. We basically grew up together. Kibo was a well-traveled dog from going on all the family road trips on the East Coast to flying to Texas when we moved 5 years after getting her. Kibo began to become my dog in her older years. We valued each other much more as we got older. My mom had one simple request for Kibo, and that was just to make it to my last day of high school. My mom continued to tell her every month, and I think she listened. On May 23rd, 2019, the last day of high school, at 7:53 p.m., she passed away. Kibo was and will always be a part of our family. Everyone always has their good and bad days. Pets, in this case dogs, always make the hard days just a little bit sweeter. From when I was 5 years old till about the start of middle school, I didn't have many responsibilities. Life was easy and life was good. During middle school and high school, I found school very difficult. Not because I was a bad student, just because, just like every other student, I didn't like to learn. I'd often I'd oftentimes come home from a long day after football practice. I didn't want to do any homework. I just wanted to eat a snack and go play with my dog, Kibo. She continuously, day after day, would make my bad days that much better. I never had a bad day knowing that I was coming home to a dog that loves me and couldn't wait to see me when I got home. Kibo continued to comfort me as well as my whole family and knew when we had our bad days. Day after day, tail wag after tail wag, bad day after bad day, Kibo was my companion and she made me feel like life was going to be okay. She truly was my best friend and my companion. Having a dog is like having another parent. They love you equally and know when you're hurting. Now, I know your mother will always be your first and last love, but ever since the age of 5, Kibo was my first love towards someone other than my mother. There is a real bond between a man and a dog that is hard to explain unless you've been through it. Kibo would come to every Pee Wee football game I played, as well as lacrosse, just like my parents would. They'd bring Kibo to all my games. She was basically a parent to me. She guided me in the right direction, just like I guided her on the walks that we'd go in Colorado together. I am forever grateful for the time we got to spend together, something I will always look back on the memories we shared together for the last 13 years. Hold your blessings close by because you never know when the last day you'll see your best friend will be. Our love was unconditional and she helped me who I am today. She will forever be my first love. Today I'm here to commemorate the beautiful life of my wonderful 13-year-old black lab, Kibo. Kibo was a part of my family. She made my bad days some of the best days of my life. As my companion, last but not least, she was my first love. Kibo, I know you're looking down on all of us right now. I know that we are actually about to go get another black lab named Kai from the same breeder that we got you from in Massachusetts, which makes you the fifth, which makes Kai, our new black lab, your fifth nephew. But I can assure you that you will forever be my best friend and my favorite dog forever. May you rest peacefully in heaven, a man's best friend. Until we meet again, I love you.